Welcome, and let's talk about the Wisconsin standards. So, the usual stuff is at the very beginning. Be sure you review these things with any particular client. So, Wisconsin standards are relatively solid when it comes to programming, but not so deep in other areas. In particular, cybersecurity and networking, it's a bit lacking. So, they have a lot of courses for programming. So, that's a good thing since programming is really the main thing we think of when we think of computer science, but they don't have just a whole lot of anything else. So, a couple of things. This is similar to Texas. A high school student in Wisconsin can use a computer science course. It has to be one of these from this list, and the course numbers are given. They can use one of these courses to replace one of their math credits. Not all, one. I believe the graduation requirements is 3 math credits, and usually most people take 4. One of those 3 or 4 can be one of these computer programming courses. So let clients kind of know that. What Wisconsin is also trying to do is create a series of courses that are interrelated, almost interdisciplinary. So technology and engineering, business information, math, computer science, and math connections. So they're doing their best to try to create some of these pathways, but these aren't necessarily thoroughly built. So when you recommend courses for Wisconsin, they're somewhat limited. Right now, these are the exact courses that they have. So computer science, fundamentals, applications. They have both the AP computer science courses. So it's a lot of heavily programming stuff. They don't have just a whole lot of stuff in regards to that. And then these are the courses I've gotten off based on their middle school and elementary standards. Again, programming is the forefront of this, although there's a little bit of fundamentals, networking, and cybersecurity thrown in the middle courses, so we can certainly go with that. Again, stick to the Gantt charts as much as possible. But this is something we need to talk about. Again, this is just internally. We are going to remove this for the main curriculum when we post this on our website. So you see in high school, these 2 courses, computer science applications and computer programming, and the APCS principles class, these are 3 of the biggest courses Wisconsin deals with right now. Unfortunately, CS applications and computer programming are already offered by PLTW, that's Project Lead the Way. They are responsible for providing the full curriculum to Wisconsin throughout the entire state. So that makes it difficult to break into these 2 courses, computer science applications and computer programming. If you try to sell those 2 core courses, probably the answer you'll get is, hey, we already have curriculum from Project Lead the Way. APCS Principles is being provided by code.org, so that's another big major roadblock. So if you try to sell APCS Principles, they may tell you, look, we've already got material from code.org. So all these 3 classes make it difficult. So APCS Computer Science is really about the only one you can sell. And then for other languages, so when we say other languages, it cannot be Java and it cannot be C++. So the reason is because they already have a class for that. So you'll notice C++ here, and then you'll notice Java here, and then Visual Basic here, although Rex doesn't really teach a Visual Basic curriculum. Now, your only option really for computer programming other languages is Python. So this is the one that we can go with. The way into Wisconsin, if I had to guess, is cybersecurity. If I had to take a guess, the state of Wisconsin is desperately trying to build cybersecurity curriculum. I think that is indeed the case. So if you look at some of the stuff that they have, they recommend a cybersecurity pathway, and this is directly from their website. So you'll notice that on cybersecurity, they tell you some of the things that you can do for certifications. And so here's CompTIA Security Plus, here's Cisco CCNA, but they simply don't have any courses that build you up to that. And furthermore, when you go into their computer science standards, okay, and you actually look for courses for in cybersecurity, they don't have any, but they have standards for it. So they don't have an official course with a course number that they can offer, but they certainly have the standards for cybersecurity in all three levels. So right here, so there we go. So this is somewhat cybersecurity based, so networking and internet. So I think for Rex Academy, what I would recommend more than anything else is that maybe these three courses, again, like I said, it's already being offered by our competitors. We may have to just let them go unless for some reason they're not happy with those and they're willing to give us a shot. And our way in is to convince Wisconsin to build a cybersecurity course and let us provide it. Year 1 and year 2, and then offer the certification. So year 1 would be IT fundamentals, networking, cybersecurity 1, and then year 2 could be cybersecurity 2. So I would recommend that would be a fantastic way to actually go about the cybersecurity curriculum if we can do that. As always, in the bottom, there's a list of schools that we are currently doing business with, our collaborators, and additional things that we are aligned with. Feel free to point that out. Because they don't currently have any kind of cybersecurity, IT networks, or fundamentals, any classes, official classes that they offer. These are the only two certifications that we can offer realistically until they get that up in place. Okay? All right, that's it for Wisconsin.